Good morning, drummers! I realized that the sound was not working, so that's why I was a little bit late. Alright, we're gonna be drumming this morning, and I'm gonna work on just some diddle variations of grid. And where are we gonna be doing that? Well, we're gonna be using some of the free play-along exercises on my website. There's over 1,400 hours of drumming content and over 500 grid variations, so we got plenty to keep us busy. If we just go down past the chop stuff, past the limb independent stuff, and go to the diddle variations, we've got 50 videos for triplet. And let's go to 16th note, and let's see how many are there. 65. Quite a few, right? Alright, so we're going to be warming up with some of this stuff. And then I'm going to stretch and massage, and then I'm just going to work on some diddle variations for fun, because I feel like it. Alright, so we're going to do diddle on taps. And let's just do normal 4-2-1 grid. Okay, so we won't do it backwards. Alright, so if you go down into the timestamp of any one of these videos that are on my website, you can jump to a BPM. So I'm going to just start at 160. And then we're going to go all the way up to 194. I'll stretch and massage. And then we'll play through it up to 200. Okay. We're going to go up by fives. And then once we get to 190, we'll go up by ones. Haven't played today, so just getting the blood flowing. Okay. Not bad, other than, the random left rim shots. Is that my landscapers? Nope. Blurry. There we go. Blurry again. Focus. I turn off the autofocus, and every single time I use the computer, it just turns it back on. And then I go in before stream and I'll turn it off, and it still just does it. Alrighty, 180. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm warming up. My hands feel off right now. That's okay. It's okay. The stretch and massage should help with that. Usually does. A lot of BPMs to scroll past. What's nice is being able to practice this at 40. Really figure it out. Keep sliding. Woo! more reps. And then we'll stretch and massage. Thanks for the sub, by the way. Don't think I said that. My apologies. Didn't mean to come off rude. Last rep. Well, that certainly got the blood flowing. There we go. Let's stretch and massage. Hey. I was about to start the tap off. All right, so first stretch that I like to do, you hold your sticks like this, palm up. You pull one in, and then you follow through with the other, and you end with palm up. But your arms are all twisty. It's a weird stretch, but it works great. Yeah. So I like to start with a warm-up by just getting the blood flowing, and it just makes it so that, like, when I do the stretch and massage routine, things are much easier. You want to take care of your hands. I had some instructors who were like, well, taking time to stretch, massage, and whatnot is just taking time from rehearsing. It's like, yeah, well, so will injuries. So, learn that the hard way, and then I was like, not being able to drum for a month kind of stunk. Maybe, just maybe, I should spend a few minutes stretching and massaging each day. Thank you, Cyrus. By the way, if you do traditional, hold her right here. And then switch to the other side and hold her right here. Hey! Appreciate the follow. Now, we're going to stretch the tendons. So you could do one at a time like this. You could do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper your stretch. Or you could do it on your pad, like this. Or a sibling. Just make sure you ask them first. Hey, can I stretch? Can you tell I was an only child? Didn't have to worry about that. I just imagine that's what it's like to have siblings. Okay, now we're going to stretch the top side of the forearm. You could do one at a time. You could do it on the wall, but this one, the higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Just don't put all your weight into this. You could even do this one on your legs or your pads. Well, hopefully your friend is cool. Hello, Jared. Sounds like I'm talking to myself. All right, now we're going to stretch the fingers. So we're doing thumb on thumb, which makes it go twice as fast. Because efficiency, And this is great to just kind of help loosen up. So we start with the larger muscle groups and then kind of work our way down into the fingers. Ooh, each finger is going to be different in terms of how tight or loose it's going to be each day. Sweet. I appreciate it, Cyrus. And then we go here. And then we go with the pinky. You'll notice I'm spending more or less time on each one of these. Now we're going to do a little massage. So we're going to loosen up the forearms. Get nice and relaxed. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that feels good. And then we switch to the other side. Yeah. Try and loosen up the muscles. And then we're going to massage with the thumb on the palm and then the fingers on the backside. I appreciate it, Cyrus. I actually don't have the view counter up, so I assume there's a billion people watching at all times. I am multi-streaming on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and Kick simultaneously, just to kind of help share the free resources that are on my website that I'll get back to here in a moment. I'm now massaging from the base to the tip of each finger. Sorry, I probably should have demonstrated that I'm not the middle finger. That wasn't a subtle hint. And now we switch to the other hand. And then after we do this, I like to just kind of push my hands to play faster. So the thing that I was warming up with Diddle on Tap's Triplet Grid 421 version, I'm going to do that. But we're going to go all the way up to 200. And then I'm going to play some other Diddle variations just for fun. Just trying to have fun working on some different variations. There was, 115 diddle variations on my website, so plenty to stay busy with. Over 500 grid variations. Which, speaking of, boop, let's do it. Why is there no sound? Apparently I pressed M, which mutes it. All right, a few more reps. Late. Hands feel a little better after that. Late. Two more reps. Last rep. I almost played the wrong pattern. Whoops. All right, so that was one of the many free play-alongs. So again, there's a bunch of chop stuff. There's limb independent stuff. There's over 500 grid variations and a bunch of technique stuff. Marching bass stuff, etc., 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 etc. Okay, so we're going to be working specifically on diddle variations. And for triplet, there's over 50. So, like, there's the same thing that we just did, like diddle on taps, but instead of 4-2-1, you do it 1-2-4. So what does that look like? Let's find out. So every single one of the videos, if you go into the timestamps in the description, you can just jump to a specific BPM. If it ends with a 0 or a 5... And then it gives you this little pause so you can get yourself set up, and then it taps it off. Cool. So this is a little different. So instead of going 4-2-1, it's going 1-2-4, and the accents are backwards. So if we think of like the triplet, the partials, so we have 1-2-3, it's actually going to go 3-2-1 for this. So 3-2-1, 3-2-1, 3-3-2-2-1-1, and then 3-3-3-3, 2-2-2-2, 1-1-1-1, etc. So these are the different variations that I'm going to be playing through today. Let's do just the stock diddle on one. Everyone and their mom knows this one. And we'll just do 140. Looked like it was frozen for a second. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. But we're going to start all the way down at 40. It's going to take me about 10 hours to get through. It's an exaggeration. And then we're going to jump up by, I don't know, let's say 30s, maybe 40s. Make sure you don't overemphasize the accents when playing slow like this. Okay. Gonna go by 40s. Normally I'd go, woo! Loud sounds. Thank you, Matthew, for the sub on YouTube. Normally I go by like 5s at most, maybe 10s if I'm just doing it for like chopping out. But really you want to just go by 1s with this. But this morning is just kind of having fun, you know, making some music. So we'll go by 40. Woo! We're going to try and find the breaking point for each of these random variations I select. What? I double tapped that. Wanted to make sure it was extra clicked. 120. Here we go. Sometimes it like doesn't work. Where you click on it and it just stays down here. It's weird. There we go. It's supposed to scroll up. Can I recommend drumsticks for the study of snare drum? Are you talking rudimental or concert? Like marching snare drum? Or are we talking about like a concert snare in an orchestra? So if you're talking about marching snare, I personally use Hardimans. So they are these. And I like to double tape them. So it gives them a little bit more weight. But for all of these streams that I am doing, I'm using Hardiman hammers. And so these are extra heavy sticks, and they're double taped, so they are about 44% heavier than the sticks that I was picking up. So all these like practice sessions where it shows like myself like just like practicing, I'm always using these heavy sticks because it helps work on chops. But if you are talking about the concert percussion snare drum, I personally prefer the bolero tip sticks, and the reason why is because it gives you this nice really tiny bead for the head, and it makes it so that when you are playing on the drum that you can have really nice controlled articulate low dynamics. And because I have like the rudimental chops and whatnot, like I'm able to get the power that I would out of even the like the thinner bolero bead as if I was like playing with some heavier sticks. Let me see. I might have... No, it's in the stick bag, which is like in the other room. There are some other sticks that I have tried before. There's this like No Thung, I think was the name of it. I forget. But do you remember those concert snare sticks that are kind of like the like mahogany looking, and it was like No Thung or something like that?
I don't.
Okay.
We don't have any, do we?
We do in the stick bag because I had to use some, but... No, those are the innovative percussion ones. I think they were Vic Firth, but I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend. So Hardiman hammers for working on your chops. Hardiman if you're doing rudimental sticks. I like the barrel tip. They're nice. I used to play with Scott Johnson sticks, and I also used to play with Tom Float sticks, which are the ones that are up there, signed by Tom Float. And then, yeah, I switched over to Hardimans, and I definitely prefer them. But for concert percussion stuff, yeah, the bolero tips are the way to go. If you have the chops, like rudimental chops and whatnot, then you can get all the power and sound you need out of it with the little sticks. Thank you. This is actually my wife's set. So, yeah, it's pretty. Mine is over there. It's one that I used to demonstrate on, black kit. But she's got a nice drum kit. Let's see. You want to hear me play? Well, that's what I'm about to do. Cool. So we just did this at 120. Let's go to 160. Drum kit is something that I haven't really played much of. Mainly limb independent stuff. But here we go. Well, we were jumping up by 40s. Let's go by 20s. So we'll do 180, and then we'll do 200, and then I'm going to switch over to a different diddle variation. Maybe I'll do the 1-2-4 accent. That. Little quiet rim shot in there, you know, just to like give that extra embellishment. All right, let's do 200. Because why not? We'll see how this goes. Oh, I screwed up the end. Oh no, I'll never drum again. Okay, that was 4-2-1. Now we're gonna do 1-2-4. So I'll do this, let's just say 140, and then I'll go back down to 40 again and do the same thing that I was doing. Yeah. See, it's not scrolling up. YouTube, you failed me. This just gives you context of how it sounds different. Now let's go down to 40. Actually, we can just press 0. Boop. Diddle on 1. Again, there's over 500 more of these grid variations on my website. It's linked at the top of the screen. Or you could go to the YouTube channel, homepage, and playlist tabs. Easiest way to go through it. Because I create drumming, gaming, computer science education content. Talking's messing me up. Okay, so again, I'm just doing some different variations this morning, but it's giving me some data for things to work on for tomorrow, like when I actually sit down and refine some things, as opposed to this morning when I'm just having fun, experimenting. By the way, if you want to work on your diddle consistency, playing both at the same time. If it sounds like, ugh, then that's bad. No, I played the wrong diddle pattern. Hit the mic. Also hit mute. Yeah, that's what I wanted. 120. Here we go. Mornings like these just kind of like are great for giving yourself some data for like what to actually refine next. Jumping around. Thank you, James, for the sub on YouTube. By the way, if more people subbed on YouTube and you don't have your subs publicly available, then it doesn't show up as like a notification. So that's why I don't know, and I didn't give anyone a shout out who is subbing rat me out. But I do appreciate it, folks. Okay, so we jumped up. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so we were going by 40s, but whoopsies. We're going to go to 180, so we'll go by 20s. And I'm going to attempt 200. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll find out. Stay tuned, folks. Cue the Rocky music. Here we go. Nope, bad start. No! I gotta try that again. I was close. Well, that was sloppy. But my ego's not wrapped up into whether or not I publicly have myself. Okay. By the way, if you want to work on diddles, if you scroll way past all this other stuff, there's 2 exercises that are fantastic for this. So one is called diddle timing. And so this one's a good one. Let's just jump to it so you can see what it looks like. So it works on diddle on 1, diddle on 2, diddle on 3. And then the other variation does 5-stroke, tap 5, and outside 5s. But what it does is it takes this and it slurs it out, plays normal interpretation, then plays the rushed interpretation, and then the normal interpretation. So this is a fantastic way to work on your interpretation of your diddles. So here's what it sounds like. Let's do it at 140, so it's fast enough if you get a sense of what it does. That's a good one, right? Now, the way that I recommend actually working on this, and really anything, if you're actually trying to refine stuff, is start at 40. Here's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's how you get perfect interpretation of your diddle timing, is doing that. And if you actually go into this section, the live stream drum practice sessions, it's got the one I'm doing right now. But you can find all the other ones, and you can find where I specifically work on that. So, highly recommend working on that exercise. Okay, let's get back into diddle variations. So, I want to show you a fun one. You can keep doing the typical diddle on 1, 2, 3, and then the 1, 2, 4 variation, etc., etc. But there's also some unique ones. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can work on float drags. You can work on a tap 5 every 5 notes, which is weird because the patterns are in 3. It gets funky. But I want to show you a fun one that you can work on. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so diddle after or diddle before an accent. So these are both some fun variations that you can do. Again, I'll play this at 140 and then I'll slow it down. Gives me some data, shows you what it is, etc. Here we go, folks. Inconsistent. Woo! I started playing the other variation. Oh, I keep doing diddle on 3. Let's try that again, Jared. Wake up. Yeah! All right. Now we're going to do the grind part. Boop, boop. Although not really, since I'm jumping up by so many BPMs. I could go make myself some tea. And come back, still be tapping it off. So we're working on these exercises, these play-alongs at the really low BPMs, like the 20s for the 16th notes and 40s for like the triplets. I highly recommend focusing on just like how much you are emphasizing the accents. Like when I was playing through that, I had a tendency to just like overemphasize it rather than just pull it back and just kind of like let it happen just by using the natural weight of the stick and gravity and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, when I work on this tomorrow, I'll be specifically focusing more on relaxing that. Again, getting myself some data to figure out what should I work on tomorrow during my next stream of when I practice. Let's jump up by 40. By the way, you can do this with any rudiment. So you could like cheese. Or like flam drag, etc. So like all of these you can do. Flam 5s. Oh, that one's weird. I should work on that one. So all those variations are actually on the website. And I keep adding a new one like each day. Like today's was a flam variation, I believe. I forget which one, but every day there's been a new play along for more than a year now. Hence why I've got 1,400 hours of free drumming content on my website, on my channel. Rush the diddles. All right. Now we go to 160. 160. Here we go. Let me click on that. I switched over to diddle after. It's not stopping. Stop. Yeah, I switched over to diddle after an accent, which is what I'm going to do next. Jared, why'd you do that? I don't know. Let's try the cheese. I hit my sticks, and then, like, it flung to the side a little bit, and it was all downhill after that. I mean, 180 with cheeses is pretty quick, so that makes sense. Cool. Let's jump to 200. Oh, I keep being late on those. Again, I switched to diddle after an accent on that very last line. Which, speaking of, boop, we go back here. Let's do another one of the 50 triplet grid variations, and there's 65 16th note. Diddle after an accent. Do I want to do 4-2-1 or 1-2-4? Important decisions. This one could be fun with this variation. I mean, they're all fun in different ways. Hiccup. All right, we'll start with 140. Take the same pattern as before. Slow it back down to 40 after that. Oh, I'm screwing that up. Woo! Yeah, I need to slow this one down. I kept wanting to do diddle before an accent. Like, I just mentally was still in that space. So, whoopsies. One out of 5 stars. Worst drummer ever. Here we go. Oh, I just remembered something. Wes, if you're still here, which, by the way, it's cool that you're in Brazil. On my website, if you go to here, gear I use, or /gear, or even up to here, to gear I use, all these link you to exactly what I'm using. So if you're curious, like, well, what pad is Jared practicing on? Or what sticks? Like, I use the Jack DeJohnette sticks on drum kit, because they're like longer, heavier, etc. But you can check these out to see what kind of sticks that I use to practice and what kind of drum pad, various hardware, etc., as well as like what camera and mic, all that fun stuff. So hopefully that helps you to see that. I don't have those no thung or whatever sticks they're called, the concert ones or the bolero tips on here, but this is mainly for the rudimental stuff. So check it out. Okay, anyways, I want to go back to here, diddle variation, and we're going to do this one again. And mentally, I need to put my head into the space of playing a diddle after an accent. Okay, so we did it at 40. Because of how bad this is going, I'm going to go by 20s. Because I'm just not comfortable with this one yet. I'm just mentally still playing the other variation. At this speed, you should really be wristing in all of these. So I'm not using finger on it. I mean, at least with the technique that I use. So to each their own, but if you're using finger, you can't really play slow and controlled or low and controlled as well as you can if you wrist it. So like if you just do this. Got that scope glare on that shaved head. All right, 120. No, not by 20s or not by 40s. We're going by 20s. Gotta remember. All right, here we go. This time with actual sticks. If you ever don't have sticks, just practice with your wrist. Yeah, so to elaborate on what I was just saying, if you don't ever have sticks and you want to practice, you can just practice with your wrist and actually just play through whatever you would normally. Or if you can't even do that because you have to be like quiet or something, you can mentally practice. So if you, there have been some studies that show it's about 80% as effective, like on physical, some kind of an activity like shooting hoops with basketball. You'll be as 80% as effective as if you actually practiced it. Now, you need to be able to like mentally visualize it in a way that it's like you have kind of like muscle twitches, like you really feel like you're doing it without actually physically doing the motion. But there is research on that. How do I know? Well, because I'm a researcher. I have a PhD in music education. And now I create content for fun and to help people. It's like, you'll notice I'm adding in a diddle every now and then before an accent. It's because just my brain is like, no, we like the diddle before an accent version. My thumb just came off. Wait, what was that? I can't see it. Is that 40? Yeah. 160. Here we go. Getting into the fun tempi, which is plural for tempo. Fun fact. Oh, that was bad. What was I playing? I switched over to the 421 version. Which, by the way, you could play grid forward and then backwards. So you could like... I keep doing a diddle before. But you could go one right into the next one. That's a fun way to work on it. If you remember what pattern you're playing, which apparently I can't this morning. Wah, wah. One of those mornings, I guess. After this, I'm gonna chop out with 5/4 spree. All right, 200. Last rep. Whee, too far. Cool. That's a good one. Again, there's 49 more diddle variations for just triplet on here. And if you go back to /drum on my website, jaredoleary.com/drum, you can find them neatly organized. There's 227 triplet grid variations. Actually, I think there's more than that now. I added in a few more. And there's 325 16th note variations. And it says new content every week, but really I've been releasing a new one every day, so. Bunch of technique stuff, bunch of chop stuff, bunch of limb independent stuff, which, speaking of chop stuff, we're going to chop out. I gotta get ready for a little mini conference that I'm helping host for computer science educators, so gotta get stuff done. We're going to do VK, Velvet Knights, 5/4 shopping spree. Woo! 130, I don't know about that. Let's start off at 110 and we'll go by 5s until we crash and burn. Stay tuned, folks. We'll see how fast I can get this morning. I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to play this. My guess is 125. It's just going to completely fall apart. But stay tuned, folks. We're going to find out. Today's episode of Jared Plays Things Publicly. No filter. Interesting. I want to do those as float chut cheeses, so as opposed to a flam drag followed by a cheese. So it's like a float drag cheese. On that left one in particular. I want to do that. I'm making it harder than it needs to be. Well, my brain is mentally not prepared for it. Here we go, 120. hands. Oh. Okay, here it is. It's like my water. It's gone. No. All right. 125 is definitely going to be the breaking point. Here we go, folks. Let's get that fire extinguisher out. Just be on standby. As my arms burst into flames. No! I put the wrong powder. I don't know what's up. I'm out of it. Mentally, apparently. Let's try... 130's probably not going to happen. Special delivery, thank you. Alright, let's try it. How's this gonna go? Poorly. Will I have fun? Yes. Is that what counts? Yes. Oh boy, that was rough. That's fun though. All right, cool. If anyone's interested in that specific chop exercise, it's this one, Velvet Nights 5/4 Shopping Spree. JaredO'Leary.com/drum. There's a bunch more. Over 1,400 hours of free content on here. 500 plus grid variations, technique stuff, marching bass stuff, etc. If you want to see when I'm streaming and what I'm doing next, go to /schedule or when is my next stream. That will show you. I might be on tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll see. We're helping somebody move, so maybe. But stay tuned. Thank you, everybody who stopped by, for all the subs, all the follows. Hope you have a great rest of your day, but I gotta go.